Woo-wee! The ongoing debate out there, guys, continues to be the future of Fortnite Esports, something I'm probably going to talk about over the next couple of weeks because a lot of top figures out there have also given their thoughts. In case you guys missed it as well, over the past 24, 48 hours, a lot of Fortnite pros coming forward and maybe questioning their future as a pro player, a competitor versus a streamer and a content creator. It was also just yesterday as well, Ninja taking to Twitter to share his thoughts on the future of competitive Fortnite as an esport, and what he thinks Fortnite needs, and it was very, very interesting.
I'm watching competitive Fortnite right now, the FNCS warm-ups for the NA East, and this is kind of one of those, I'm pretty sure anything goes. You queue in with a trio, and you just match in random lobbies around the points you're queuing with. And I've come to the conclusion out of watching competitive Fortnite, especially for the last year, and hearing a lot of the complaints from the pro players, that without a dedicated league of respected teams and respected players who, obviously know how to play at a high level and don't grief and land on each other, or, push random dumb kills that won't do anything, if anything, just actually ruin the game for themselves and the team that they're griefing, I don't think that there will ever be full success and legitimacy of Fortnite competitive. I think that, the cups are going to be the cups, and like the cash cups, etc. That's always going to be, grief worthy. Randoms are going to get in and just, stream snipe, W key, whatever. I think that's inevitable, and that's just the nature of the cash cups. And I think that's kind of it's its own thing, and that's fine. But in terms of FNCS, in terms of this next level, next level Fortnite competitive for these pro players who are already established, there needs to be leagues and lobbies where they can queue up, with teams and against teams that are obviously out just as good, who have qualified, if you will, and are there consistently. And, they can work top 10, win money, whatever. I don't, that's not really the point of this. The point of this is, like, I think that that's how it needs to be. If it's ever going to be super, super looked up to or respected.
And then shortly afterwards, he followed up by saying, I see way too many high-level players being griefed by lower-quality players who don't know when to fight and just ruin both games and also don't end up qualifying. There needs to be a safe space for the top teams to compete, and obviously a legitimate way for new teams to come up and earn their spot in that top league or group. And I'm really not sure where Fortnite players are going to fall on this. I did see, though, of the responses out there, I would say a massive part of that response was relatively positive and agreeing with Ninja. And I personally, outside looking in, would have to agree. I don't know how the Fortnite community was going to feel about this, but the future of Fortnite competitively or as an esport, it needs some sort of divide. It is amazing to see that Fortnite pros can be as young as 13 years old, and most often we see Fortnite pros being, 14, 15, maybe 18 years old. It's amazing the opportunities they have presented for all of these kids out there to make a lot of money and compete at a high level and also create content and stream. This game does endless things for players out there who are younger than a lot of esports can even try and brag about their player base, right? Fortnite has certainly opened a lot of doors, but along with that, they've seen a fair share of issues crawl into those doors as well. I mean, time and time again, I don't cover Fortnite daily here, but whenever I do, it's griefing, it's colluding, it's teaming, it's stream sniping, it's games being ruined by pro players or unprofessional players targeting pro players. Ninja is right in this regard. There has to be some divide from your common man or woman off the street competing for the same thing that a top tier pro is. Yes, he does make sure to note, though, by the way, cash cups or some events can remain completely open. That is one thing that Fortnite does amazingly. Nearly daily you have cups or cash cups and other events out there that is open to anyone, and that is why Fortnite saw so much success and so much exposure. He agrees that some events should stay that way, and I agree as well, but when it comes for a pro league or something dividing the top caliber from the random person out there, I completely agree. There has to be something. And I understand other esports titles are completely different. They're not battle royales, so running this is going to be a bit odd. I also understand the likelihood of this happening seems to be very far-fetched, right? Epic Games has been, compared to other overarching hands out there, I would say a bit hands-off or a bit lacking on the esports side. I think a lot of us can agree competitive integrity has always been an issue with the game of Fortnite, and the dedication put forth by Epic Games has certainly been noticed as not being being too present out there. And again, other esports are very different. When you look towards an ESCA or a Mountain Dew League or an ESL Pro League for Counter-Strike or Contenders for Overwatch or Call of Duty Challengers or Rocket League RLRS, they're definitely different esports, right? They are not battle royales. You typically need a 4 or 5 man. Of course, Rocket League is 3, but still, you typically need a roster, a squad working together in order to compete at the top level. As compared to Fortnite, we see random pros teaming up week by week, or in some events, only needing 1 or 2 people. It's a lot different from other esports, but certainly if you don't want randoms walking in and ruining the games for the top pro players out there and the organizations who pay money for those players to compete, there has to be some sort of barrier of entry to the upper echelon events, and that's my opinion. Other people did respond to this, and I would say a majority of the pro player responses would agree. And not all of these guys are pro players, but certainly well-known figures in the Fortnite scene. Jerry Insane very well said, tournaments being open to everyone is a weird double-edged sword. Epic is giving tons of people an opportunity that does not exist in other games or esports to compete with established pros. On the other hand, it leads to problems you touched upon, like griefing. And he continued, making a point saying, I think we all know what the right answer is from a legitimate esports perspective, but it's one I do not see Epic ever implementing a pro league or a franchise system, and other pro players agree with that point. Benji Fishy saying, I effing love you. FaZe Ewok saying, yeah, I agree. TSM Kanata saying, Ninja, thank you. Oh my FG, let's go. Ninja's on my side. Let's go. And someone like Issa, who again, I agree with everyone who kind of made this stance. This is what everyone has been waiting for ever since competitive got serious, but sadly, it will never happen. And if you guys want to check out that thread, a lot of responses out there from these younger pro players as we continue to talk about the future of Fortnite and what it might be. I'll stress this because some people out there think I'm a Fortnite hater. Fortnite has opened so many doors out there, and of course, when it comes to a game, it will be remembered as one of the most played games out there ever in history. It has opened so many doors. For esports specifically, though, they certainly have struggled, and what their future might be. Will it be esports heavy, or will it be casual heavy as they have done so far and done so successfully? I do not know, but I can tell you this: if Fortnite established a pro league or a franchise system or some sort of events out there for the upper tier actual signed pros or more established pro players, it certainly would bounce me back into wanting to cover it more often, and it would show Epic Games actually cares about the future of Fortnite competitive. What do you guys think about this? Ninja sharing his thoughts, and the entire community had their thoughts as well. Until next time, hope you guys all enjoy. Drink that water, drink that coffee. I'll catch you back here sometime soon. Take care.